Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Ultimate Rage back at it with another video just for y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all strapped in because this one's gonna be a, a real big one. This might run a little long. A lot of y'all are gonna definitely dislike this. Some of y'all might stop fucking with me after this one, but I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck. But before we get into everything, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Holla at your boy. We got a lot more things coming on the way. OD9 up in this piece. I'm sure y'all peeped the fresh lineup. Shout out to my boy MB. Check out Chop It Up on 65th and Halsted. If you in the Chicago area, go get you a fresh cut. Tell them that the Ultimate Rage sent you. You know what I'm saying? My boy MB. Shout out to MB. Once again, that's the guy you need to go to. Anyway, and oh, by the way, before I start, please donate to your boy on Cash App, $ the Ultimate Rage. You feel what I'm saying? So we gonna get into this one real quick. So apparently Poland just banned abortion. What the fuck, man? That's huge. Abortion is a very highly controversial topic all over the country of America. People are still debating this issue, and it's one of the biggest issues that separate people on the left and the right. And people on the left tend to be pro-choice, people on the right tend to be pro-life. And for those who don't understand what those mean, people who are pro-life are anti-abortion, people who are pro-choice aren't anti-abortion. I have to be specific about that, because that doesn't mean that people who are pro-choice are pro-abortion. It means that they're pro-choice. Some of them might be pro-abortion, but not everybody. But the banning of abortion in Poland sparked a lot of outrage by a lot of women, not just there, but worldwide. There are protests there, mostly led by women. Of course, there are a lot of there's a high police presence out there, so we'll see how this develops. But I want to get into what I think about all of this and what my personal thoughts are, and y'all can take that with what you will. But and I actually wrote some notes this time. I'm not going off the head. So first, I'm going to tell y'all that one thing about Poland is that it is a very highly religious country. It is overwhelmingly Catholic. Why is this important? Because the pro-choice position extends out of religion, particularly Christianity. And a lot of Christians, they use a lot of the Bible to describe their position and why they believe. I'm not going to make their argument for you, but they'll tell you things like Jesus loves, and oh, there's some story in the Old Testament about some guy who jerked off or something and spilled his sperm and God struck him down, whatever. Like, they'll give you all types of reasons as to why God is anti-abortion, why Christianity supports that position. But I myself, I am pro-choice, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'll tell you the 3 reasons why I'm pro-choice. Number 1, I am pro-choice because I am a man. Why is that important? Because I'm not a woman. Abortion is like 90% of women's issue. I only add the 10% because, the fathers of the aborted fetuses and zygotes, whatever you want to call it, but it's mostly a women's issue. And as a man, I can't tell women what they can and can't do with their bodies. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I would be appalled if a woman came to me and telling me what I should do with my body. Like, who is she to tell me what I could do with my body? And the same goes for anybody, honestly. Like, my body is my body, and I'm going to do with it what I will. The second reason I am pro-choice is because many of you don't know that I actually am a former Christian. And honestly, I am now an atheist. I am no longer a Christian. I am an avowed atheist. And the reason why I am an atheist is because I was strongly religious. Anybody who knew me in high school or college knew I was all about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I became a Christian when I was 16. Somewhere in my sophomore year, my mom brought me and my siblings to church, and once I joined the church, I was all in because, I'm young, I'm ignorant, I don't understand life and the universe. And so we have this religion that tries to put it all in perspective. And because I've grown up with this in the South Side of Chicago, churches everywhere, I was just naturally predisposed to rock with Christianity. So when I became a Christian, I really dove in. I really wanted to understand the theology, the terminology, the spiritual aspect of it. I wanted to really build my relationship with Christ. I swear to God, I did. You know what I'm saying? But the more I learned about Christianity, the less sense it made, and uh it just wasn't connecting. There's too many holes, too many logic holes, loopholes, and extraordinarily questionable moral values and downright evil moral values. One of oh, before I get into this, the third reason why I am pro-choice, going along with what I just said, is that the Bible does not actually support the pro-life argument against abortion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, one of the biggest, well, I'm gonna say biggest, but one of the most important passages that made me become an atheist is this passage in the Bible called 1 Samuel 15. And to all of you who are unfamiliar, or if you are familiar, we're gonna go and do a little Bible study right now. So, everybody out there, pull out your Bibles and follow along with me. We're gonna go through this whole chapter, and then I'm gonna dissect it piece by piece and show you why the Bible does not support anti-abortion and the reason why, none of it makes any sense whatsoever. So this may take us some time because it's not a short chapter, but we're gonna go through it real quick, and then we're gonna dissect it, and then I'm trying to fully flesh this out. So like I said, hang on to your hard hats, strap yourselves in because we going in. Everybody got their Bibles together? All right, let's go. So I'm in the NIV version on BibleGateway.com. So starting off, Samuel said to Saul, I am the one the Lord sent to anoint you king over his people Israel. So listen now to the message from the Lord. This is what the Lord Almighty says. I will punish the Amalekites for what they did to Israel when they waylaid them as they came up from Egypt. So now go, attack the Amalekites and totally destroy all that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put to death men and women, children and infants, cattle and sheep, camels and donkeys. Let's stop right there. Holy fuck. Right there out the gate destroys your whole argument. The whole anti-abortion argument, these first few verses destroy the anti-abortion argument. It literally says, do not spare them. Put to death men and women, children, and infants. It directly says that. So apparently, the Lord supports infanticide. He has no problem with the killing of children. You feel me? Now you could say like, oh, well, clearly the Amalekites must have done something wrong. They must have fucked up in some kind of way. But think about it. What the hell did those innocent little babies do to deserve to be murdered? If you care about killing babies as you claim, then why do you not have a problem with this passage already from the jump? Because if you seriously are going to sit here and tell me that killing babies is evil, then why is your Lord ordering this according to Samuel, some guy? Let's continue. So Saul summoned the men and mustered them at Telaim. And forgive me if I mispronounce any of this stuff. I'm not Jewish, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's Telaim, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm going to just go in Telaim. I'm going to just say Telaim. 200,000 foot soldiers and 10,000 from Judah. Saul went to the city of Amalek and set an ambush in a ravine. Then he said to the Kenites, "Go away. Leave the Amalekites so that I do not destroy you along with them." Because they finna get fucked up. Straight up. So you need to get your ass the fuck up out of here because y'all about to get fucked up. They about to get fucked up. So, do not destroy, so that we do not destroy you along with them. For you have shown kindness to all the Israelites when they came up out of Egypt. So the Kenites moved away from the Amalekites. Then Saul attacked the Amalekites all the way from Havilah to Shur, near the eastern border of Egypt. He took Agag, king of the Amalekites, alive, and all his people he totally destroyed with the sword. But Saul and the army spared Agag and the best of the sheep and cattle, the fat calves and lambs, everything that was good. These they were unwilling to destroy completely, but everything that was despised and weak, they totally destroyed. And here's the kicker right here. So, verse 10. Then the word of the Lord came to Samuel. I regret that I have made Saul king, because he has turned away from me and has not carried out my instructions. Samuel was angry, and he cried out to the Lord all that night. Let's stop right there. So, Saul carried out the order, but spared this guy named Agag and some animals. And the Lord was mad about that. He's like, hold up. This dude ain't do everything. Like, bruh. So you kill all these people, you kill all these children, all these babies, but you left somebody alive? How dare you? And so, So back to verse 10. Then the word of the Lord came to Samuel. First of all, what the hell does that mean? What does that mean? Did he have a vision? Did he have a hallucination? Was he on drugs? Did he enter a state of psychosis, mania? Like, what does that mean? The word of the Lord came to Samuel. What does that mean? Somebody explain that to me. So we're gonna skip a little bit. We're gonna go straight to verses 17 through 19. But essentially, Saul and Samuel have an argument about it, and Samuel's like, dude, why the fuck you ain't kill them all? Saul is like, well, I killed everybody. I did what you said, but yeah, we kept the gag alive, and we kept some of the other stuff, but it was good shit. Like, these lambs are in good condition. Like, why kill them if we can use them, if we can eat off them, if we can sell them? Like, you know what I mean? And Samuel's like, bro, come on, man. You know what the Lord said. He said kill them all. Don't spare nothing. And here you are sparing some shit. So, going to verse 17. Samuel said, although you were once small in your own eyes, did you not become the head of the tribes of Israel? The Lord anointed you king over Israel. And he sent you on a mission saying, go and completely destroy those wicked people, the Amalekites. Wage war against them until you have wiped them out. Why did you not obey the Lord? Why did you pounce on the plunder and do evil in the eyes of the Lord? In other words, why didn't you kill them all, bro? Why are you leaving niggas alive? Like, what's that about? So, jump into verse 22. But Samuel replied, does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the Lord? To obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed is better than the fat of rams. For rebellion is like the sin of divination, and arrogance like the evil of idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king. So in other words, because you spared these little animals and you spared this dude, you ain't shit. You supposed to kill everything in sight. Everything. How dare you not kill them all? I mean, I said murder them all, bro. Kill them all. How are you leaving alive these donkeys and sheeps and all that? So, we're going to skip a little to verses 27 through 29. As Samuel turned to leave, Saul caught hold of the hem of his robe, and it tore. Samuel said to him, the Lord has torn the kingdom of Israel from you today and has given it to one of your neighbors, to one better than you. He who is the glory of Israel does not lie or change his mind, for he is not a human being that he should change his mind. In other words, you can't think for yourself. You're not a human being. You don't have free choice or free will. You are to obey orders, and that's it. Even though they like to purport, oh yeah, free will, all this type of stuff. No, follow orders or else. Follow fucking orders, god damn it. So, and we're gonna get to the last part. We're gonna skip to the last couple verses. So 34. Then Samuel left for Ramah, but Saul went up to his home in Gibeah of Saul. Until the day Samuel died, he did not go to see Saul again, though Samuel mourned for him. And the Lord regretted that he had made Saul king over Israel. Now note, first of all, you know, a lot of theists, a lot of believers, a lot of Christians, they like to believe that God is considered omniscient, meaning that he knows everything. He knows all that there is to know, past, present, future, dates, times, locations, situations, what have you. But if God is truly omniscient, wouldn't he have known that Saul was going to spare those animals and that dude? Oh, yeah, by the way, they put a guy to death, by the way. Fuck him. Like, they was like, fuck him. But if God was omniscient, wouldn't he have known Saul would have done that? And wouldn't he have made alternative provisions to go against that? So why does God have regrets? How does God have regrets? If you know everything, why do you have regrets? Like, you should be making all the right decisions. You should be super genius. How is all this stuff happening? And plus, like, what does it mean that the Lord regret? It doesn't say, like, how they know the Lord regretted. They don't establish how they're communicating with the Lord, how they can understand what the Lord thinks. Like, do they have some kind of, like, telepathic communication? Is there some device they're using, a form of technology that they're using? Who the fuck knows? But to me, as an atheist, none of that makes any sense at all. And going back to abortion, I also disagree with their concept of the soul. A lot of Christians like to assert that as soon as conception happens, the zygote instantly has a soul. My question is, what the fuck is a soul? What is that? Where is it? How do you detect it? Is it extractable? Is it, like what is it made of? Like, Do you have a way of proving that it exists? Like, what is there? How about instead of asserting bullshit, how about y'all actually like prove what the hell you're trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is clear hypocrisy. You have a Bible that's literally sitting here instructing somebody to commit acts of murder and genocide. And the issue isn't, oh my God, you killed all those babies and children. What in the world is it coming to? No, it's because you didn't kill those animals. You didn't do that. And that's the problem. Not that you killed children and babies, but that you didn't kill all the animals. So, in what way does the Bible support anti-abortion? How is that helping your argument? Because you're saying that infanticide is wrong, it's evil, it's against God, but here is God instructing people to commit that act. Also, a lot of people will say, you know what, Jesus, he's all about love. He's all about bringing people together and making things better for everybody. Really? Because I don't recall Jesus saying, you know what, don't kill babies, don't kill like the innocent. I remember Jesus saying, slaves, obey your masters. What the hell is that shit about? But anyway, I also disagree with putting fetuses and zygotes and all that stuff over actual people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, particularly women. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I am pro-woman. I'm pro-feminist, even though I have issues with feminists, especially extreme feminism. We'll get into that another time. But at the end of the day, I support women. Women are human beings. I love them. You know what I'm saying? I got a mom, I got a sister, I got cousins. Shout out my cousin Keita. I got, all my beautiful sisters out there, all my friends. I love all of y'all. So I'm not going to tell y'all what should happen to y'all. I'll let y'all decide amongst yourselves what that's all about. But I can only give my perspective and what I think. People say like, oh, well, who cares? The Lord said some bullshit. I'm not with none of that. Women who, get raped, women who change their minds, whatever the case may be. Like, whatever your situation is your situation. You know what I'm saying? If a woman might die from giving birth, then do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Some women know that they're not fit to be parents. That's another issue we could talk about in another time, but I'm going to just say, some people are not fit to be parents. We have a lot of people out here who have been tremendously abused. Abuse is rampant worldwide. And part of the reason is because some people are having kids and they shouldn't be. They're not fit to be. We need to give more to people so that they can be the best parents that they can be. As our society is so fractured and so fucked up, it's hard for a lot of people to be good parents. That's why we have a lot of these issues we have in our society, particularly here in Chicago. We have people dealing in poverty and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to break the chains of that when you have a vicious cycle, people barely able to break the chains of poverty and racism. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of which, all you people who claim you're pro-life, but you don't have any problems with black men getting shot dead in the streets. What the hell kind of shit is that? You feel what I'm saying? This whole thing, what's my man? Walter Wallace Jr. This whole thing with Walter Wallace Jr., so many of y'all, I'm sure y'all are talking shit. Y'all say the same bullshit. What about black on black crime? What about this? What about that? What about all the white people who get shot? What about all that? Y'all are willing to say all that. All that. But y'all are pro-life. Y'all don't care about actual people losing their lives. But y'all care about some zygote that you've never seen in your life. Half of you don't even believe in science, but you want to talk about how this shit is like so real and so true. None of you have any evidence whatsoever to prove your point. I just took your Bible and gave you some shit to show you how bullshit this is. I know a lot of you might say, okay, well, but the Amalekites, they attack God. So fucking what? You know what I'm saying? What if God talks to the president of China or better, the president of Russia? They tell the president, God comes down to the president of Russia and tells him, you know what? America is shit. They ain't shit. You know what? You need to go over to America, murder all they motherfuckers, kill all they fucking men, women, children, babies, and all they animals. Don't spare none of them motherfuckers. Fuck them. Who are you to say that that's not true? Who are you to say, no, God wouldn't do that? How? You can't even tell me how he's telling this random dude from millennia ago. I'm getting my words mixed up. Thousands of years ago, some God came down. You can't explain the process. You can't explain the detection method. You can't explain how you know what God is thinking and all that. But you can tell me what God is thinking and all that type of shit. What he told this dude and that chick. But you can't tell me how you know that. And plus, you know, like, y'all don't really read your book. This is why, so for many of you, this is probably new to you. It doesn't matter what the Amalekites did. Even if it's true, you can't tell me that killing babies is a good thing, right? That's what y'all are saying, right? But this is your book. We didn't write this. Y'all did. We don't even know who wrote it. Let's just be honest. Like, it's attributed to Moses and all that, but we don't really know. But y'all can't explain your point. So that's why I'm pro-choice. I'm not pro-abortion. I'm not like, hey, everybody, let's all get abortions together. But I feel like we should be working towards building a society where people can get the help that they need so that they don't feel the need to go get an abortion. How about we end rape? How about that? How about dudes stop being assholes and let's stop raping our women? How about that? How about we don't have people growing up in extreme poverty so they feel like they have to get an abortion so that they don't have to raise a child in this fucked up society to become another statistic, being a gangbanger, going to jail, going to prison, doing something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hurting somebody. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So let's work on making things better for all of us in general. Let's create a society where women don't feel the need to have to get an abortion. But we still need to have these services available for women's health in general. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about what y'all believe. We need these services available for the health of women. For real. Let's be practical about it. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, whatever bullshit belief you want to purport. But at the end of the day, y'all don't know shit. Y'all don't really believe in God. God is not real. Y'all can't show that this dude exists. And everything that y'all believe is based on a book that random nameless people wrote and that was put together by the Council of Nicaea, a group of politicians who decided the best passages to put together to pacify people so that we can control them and use them to our benefit and sometimes to their own detriment. That's exactly how they got us in chains. They got us to believe in bullshit that one day Jesus will come save us while we're getting slapped and slashed and beaten and whipped and all that. Fuck that. So I'm gonna wrap this up with this. So bringing it into American politics, like, I'm a leftist, and so I'm against this whole Amy Coney Barrett nomination to the Supreme Court. You know what I'm saying? Democrats really dropped the ball again, as usual. We shouldn't even be in the position, like, as a leftist myself, we shouldn't even be in a position where the right wing has any kind of power, because I feel like a lot of their policies and ideas are bullshit. And I'm not talking about the people, I'm talking about the politicians in office. Like, they have their moneyed interest, they have their bullshit, and they know that this is an issue that a lot of religious people love, so that they can just, you know, manipulate their constituents to vote along the lines of right-wing policies, even if many of those policies hurt those constituents and that those policies are against their best interests. You feel what I'm saying? In fact, why do we have a Supreme Court anyway? We should be getting rid of this whole system, tearing it down, rebuilding it back up again, or at least systematically transforming the system we have now into something more modern and something that's more palatable to our uses as people. So, like I said, I'm writing a book about this, the Manifesto of Theseus, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be coming out soon. It's still in the editing stages, you know what I'm saying? But be on the lookout for that. Once again, please make sure you like and subscribe. Holla at your boy. Give me money. $ The Ultimate Rage. The Ultimate Rage on Cash App. Donate to me. And before I fully go, I'm going to just say this. I know a lot of y'all probably extraordinarily strongly disagree with me. A lot of y'all are going to dislike this, and a lot of y'all are going to have a lot to say. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? Whether you agree, you disagree, if you have a different perspective, if you have something you can add. But I'm just going to wrap it up in the way of saying this. I am an atheist. I believe that we need to be really rational about what we're doing. We're not teaching logic to our children. People are walking around here not knowing what the fuck to do. People don't even put into perspective, why are we here? What is this? What is this that we're doing? What is this existence thing? Why am I sitting here? Why are you sitting there listening to me? Why am I sitting here talking to you? How are we communicating? What is this all around us? And why are we able to contemplate our own death? You feel what I'm saying? Why is abortion such a big issue? Why can't we seem to wrap our hands around coming together and becoming one society and acknowledging that we are all the human race? Again, I'm not pro-abortion, I'm pro-choice. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel that I wish abortion didn't exist. I wish it wasn't a necessary evil, as some people like to call it, but we need these services, man. It's teen pregnancy and all this type of stuff happening, women's health, women doing abortions on themselves with coat hangers. We don't need none of that. We need people having great health and being in good status and being able to enjoy life. So, like I said, OD9 is coming soon. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on the Ultimate Rage. Follow me at the Ultimate Rage on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? Facebook. Donate on Cash App, $ the Ultimate Rage. I hope you're all having a very happy Halloween. Y'all stay safe. Wish me safety, because I'm going to a party on the south side of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You all know what will be happening sometimes in parties in Chicago. So please wish me the best of success and safety. And I hope that you all have a very safe, awesome weekend. Save me some candy too, you know what I'm saying? I love chocolate. Holla at your boy.